So biodiesel is an alternative fuel to the conventional fossil fuels that we've been using. It can be made from vegetable oil or animal fats or recycled greases from the cooking industry. Furthermore, it is safe and biodegradable, and it produces lesser air pollutants compared to the conventional fossil fuels that we've been using. In words, the reaction for biodiesel is oil plus alcohol that gives biodiesel plus glycerine.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the preparation of the labs that would be needed to make a biofuel. Make sure that you have a well-equipped lab. You should have a apparatus needed to make all the biofuels, and the lab should be well ventilated too, because it could be filled with harmful gases which could be very harmful. And you should wear a lab coat. That's a main dress code in the lab, and obtain a good quality oil to start with the biofuel. So we use used coconut oil this time to make a biofuel. Now my friend will explain the precautions.
So biodiesel production has high risk of fire, thus the precaution must be taken with fire extinguishers. Use appropriate apparatus that is heat resistant, as we will be heating up the oil. Lab dress code must include heavy duty aprons and chemical resistant gloves. Avoid using peanut oil, coconut oil and palm oil, tallow and lard. These sources of oil solidify at relatively high temperatures. Biodiesel usually has a lower melting point than the oil it's made from, but these oils can still be difficult for beginners. Also avoid olive oil and peanut oil, palm oil, tallow and lard. All contain more acids than the recommended neutral oils. These extra acids can interfere with the reactions and that take place to create the biodiesel. It's also possible to use waste vegetable oil that we've used in our experiment. However, the waste oil should be filtered and remove all particles and allow the oil to set for 24 hours so that all the impurities and everything settle to the bottom. Now we start with step 1. So first we add 200 ml of methanol to the glass blender or the mixer, and to avoid splash and spill we must use the blender at a gentle pace.
So on step 2 guys, what? Okay, so step 2, add potassium hydroxide with methanol and make sure that potassium hydroxide does not come in contact with the moisture, because it will lose its properties. And after mixing the mixture with methanol and KOH, make sure you put a lid on the container so that there would be no harmful gases given off directly.
Also, we use the potassium hydroxide as a catalyst to speed up the reaction.
It actually helps to break down the fatty acids in the oil.
Now step 3, allow the potassium hydroxide to completely dissolve in the methanol. The KO should rapidly degrade and the next step should be performed as soon as possible.
Okay, so in step 4, you mix the mixture of methanol and KOH with oil and heat it for 20 to 30 minutes, and then you allow to blend for like 1 hour and let it set for sedimentation for a whole day.
Now pour the mixture into a white mouth glass container or pitcher. The mixture should separate into 2 layers, biodiesel and glycerine. The biodiesel will form on the top layer as it is less dense compared to glycerine.
Okay, so in step 6, as my friend told, that there would be 2 layers formed. On top it would be biodiesel, on the bottom it would be the glycerin. So separate the top layer from the bottom by pouring it off very carefully or using a bastard or a pump.
Now this is the last and final step where we dispose of the glycerine properly. Further, we should check with the local waste, the disposable authorities, as different localities have different waste regulations. And if you do not want to waste the glycerine, it can be used for other uses, such as production of soap, or it can be poured onto compost heaps that will increase the rate of decomposition.